habang may mga anak ng mga dinastiya na namumuhay sa karangyaan, ang tunay na eskolar ng bayan naman ang nakikipagbakbakan habang pagod at gutom sa overcrowded classrooms at underfunded universities. Kung may mga nagmamana ng kapangyarihan, bakit ang ordinaryong kabataan ng ating bayan ang nagmamana ng kahirapan at krisis sa edukasyon? This is the clearest reflection of a system that rewards dynasties while abandoning the youth, and nowhere is this betrayal more visible than in our collapsing education system. We often say education is the great equalizer, that it should be a right and a privilege. But in reality, it has become a great divider for our youth. In Mindanao State University IIT, the CEDIDS mega building has been under construction since 2020. Students were forced to occupy it in 2023, even as construction remained unfinished, turning their daily classes into a balancing act between learning and safety hazards. In UP Cebu, the College of Science building has been completed, quote-unquote, in installments. Samantala, ang mga Nepo babies ay nakakapagtapos ng kanilang Ivy League diplomas, nakakatira sa mga mansyon, at nakakapagmaneho ng luxury cars. Pero sa kabilang dako, ang mga anak ng masa, ang tunay na mga eskolar ng bayan, ay nakikipagsiksikan para lang makaupo sa lecture hall, nakikipagpatintero sa baha tuwing may bagyo, dahil parehong hindi maayos ang flood control at mga silid-aralan. Kung kayang maglaan ng bilyones para sa confidential and intelligence funds na hindi man lang napapaliwanag sa taong bayan, bakit hindi kayang maglaan ng sapat para sa ating mga estudyante? Why is it that our classrooms crumble while contractors thrive? Why is it that our students drop out while Nepo babies get to fly out abroad? We say, enough. Tama na, sobra na.